Hey, cousin audience, it's Mama's Comedy Show.
Hey, cousin audience, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show. And with me is Cousin Ed.
Hi, everybody.
And Cousin Jaimz.
I'm back.
Oh, my God. And Cousin Jason.
Hi, cousin. What? Wow, you sounded so disappointed.
You're echoey.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Thanks.
You're
fine
just
too,
injured.
buddy.
So how's everybody doing?
So good.
It's nice to have cousin Jaimz.
I'm adequate. I'm meeting my needs.
Right?
Needs are being
I'm
met.
moderately neato.
Let me ask you guys this. Did any of you listen to last week's podcast?
No.
No.
Way to support the show that you guys do.
I was busy.
It was all week long.
I usually
30-minute podcast.
It's not 30 minutes.
It is 30 minutes.
I don't know about that.
I totally listened to it.
No, what was it about?
About 30 minutes.
It was about cousin Melanie, wasn't it?
No, it was, we started talking, well, Melanie was here,
Okay, well, I got that right.
but I talked about how when a guy is in a car and you're going fast and you go over a hill, that your testicles go like 0G and get a little tingly and stuff.
True.
Right. She was in disbelief and thought that everyone in the audience was lying to her to make her look foolish.
She's obviously never given roadhead.
Yeah, but you don't
You
feel
give
that.
roadhead,
Oh,
off
you
of
can see it happen.
Like Dukes of Hazzard jump.
Hell yeah. That's when you're challenged.
That's why they call her the Clipper.
Right about now, them Duke boys were in a heap of trouble.
That's a southern circumcision.
Snapped. Only if you're related. But yeah, you guys should listen to the podcast. It's actually pretty good.
I
We had a
always
bunch of
listen when
people
I'm-
listen to
I
them.
listen to it while I'm in the shower. I haven't showered this week, so
I have listened
Yeah.
haphazardly.
Yeah,
I was in Georgia, and he listens to conspiracy theories.
right. That's fun. Does he believe conspiracy theories?
No, he likes to laugh at them, and then
Okay.
actually sends them to me when they come true.
Oh, all right. Does he ever? Are you guys ever outside and you look up and you see the contrails and he just immediately goes, "Government controlling your mind."
Oh, he says that about a lot of things.
So he is a conspiracy
And I
theorist.
just pat his shoulder and I say, yes, dear.
So he is a conspiracy theorist.
I say, yes, dear, and then take your
have your
pants off.
grilled cheese and jelly.
Eat your grilled cheese and grape jelly.
Are,
That's right.
Ed, are there any conspiracy theories that you cotton to?
Not really conspiracy theories, but superstitions.
Oh, same.
Like I'll give into the don't say the Scottish play in a theater.
Macbeth?
You bastard. It's
not a theater.
Then again, I don't know if this is a theater per se, but it's a theatrical space.
Hey, we create art here.
Yeah, so I think you got to do you got to take the curse off us now.
Yeah.
But I don't go underneath ladders. I definitely notice.
You're
if a
too
black
big to
cat-
go underneath any ladder, first of all.
Well, that's true. But I notice if a black cat crosses my path.
I do it with my purse. Don't put your purse on the floor. Purse on the floor, money out the door.
Yeah, I don't put hats on beds. I don't put shoes on chairs.
If I knock over salt, I throw it over my left shoulder.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are both crazy. Let me ask you guys this. When you speak to ghosts on the other side.
I do.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we've ever. Any of you guys listen to the Daniel Tosh podcast?
Yes.
Oh yeah, all the time.
You sons of
That
bitches.
podcast, we're all about it.
Sons of bitches.
I did his sister's wedding.
So the first question he asks all of his guests are, "Do you believe in ghosts?" So Ed, do you believe in? Wait, hold on. Let me go from who I think believes in ghosts versus who I don't think believes in ghosts. Jaimz, do you believe in ghosts?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And now, Jason, do you believe in ghosts?
Nope.
Ed, do you believe in ghosts?
Sure, why not? That's my answer.
So yes.
Nope. The strongest answer I can give you is sure, why not?
Out of the three of us who are Ghostbusters, and you don't.
I didn't say I don't. I believe in
wait,
the
are you
idea
being-
that I have
I'm
no
willing
idea.
to be proven wrong, but
I have no idea.
I'm willing to be proven wrong, but no, there's no
wanna be
ghosts.
proven
I'm willing to open up the possibility and say, yeah, sure, there could be.
Yeah,
So
okay,
you're
but
willing to believe.
right now, if a terrorist runs in here with a gun, he's like, "I'm going to kill everyone unless you tell me if you believe in God." I don't know why I'm doing that accent, but if
Racist.
he comes in here, he's like, "I'm going to shoot you unless you tell me if you believe in ghosts or not." What do you say?
I would say I believe in ghosts.
You do? You
Yeah.
stupid idiot. All right.
and that's what he would say.
Yeah, and then he kills you anyway.
I think there's all kinds of ghosts, though. I mean, there's
Yeah.
energies. There's
Yeah, no.
there's the psychic like vision kind of thing.
Nah.
There's like your own brain
The
playing
song
tricks
by
on
the
you.
Indigo Girls.
There's a song.
The movie with Patrick Swayze.
Actually,
you're right.
There's a lot of ghosts.
one of the songs with me and my boyfriend is "Till We're a Ghost." So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys have a romantic song
Yes.
called
Then-
"Till We Are Ghosts," then clearly the supernatural exists.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
now-
you haven't made love to your woman with Ghostbusters playing. Come on.
That's the best.
It's what I sing in
that
my head.
whole soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
ride.
Well, I guess we're gonna
Have to take control.
When I start like the foreplay, I go do 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 do.
Oh yeah, the library music.
Nice.
Jason. So now that we've established that Ed and James are outlandishly crazy,
Yeah.
do you have any superstitions that you?
I don't know that I have any superstitions, but to get back on the ghost thing, I saw this movie last night called Late Night. I think it's called Late Night with the Devil.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard
And
about
I am
that.
totally that skeptic guy.
Right.
And I swear the same thing will happen to me. Like something supernatural will happen. I'm like,
You're gonna drive home
just
tonight.
a trick, and my head explodes.
And the
Right.
the lady in the white
Yeah.
dress is gonna be waiting.
But
for
no,
you.
I don't think I have any superstitions. But for me not believing in really anything. If I watch a movie like that, and then the dogs want to go outside in the middle of the night when everything is dark, I bring my flashlight. Like I get a little like, all right,
Spooked?
this is the time
Shouldn't you
when
do
something's
that for
gonna run out of
safety
the hallway.
anyway? I mean, you don't want to like fall in a hole.
Well, I know
do live in Orlando.
you know, but like I'm not talking about. I know the pathway to get outside, but
Yeah.
what I don't know is what's going to attack me from the hallway. That's supernatural. Right after I've seen
Or
it.
that's natural. I mean, at night you got all sorts of critters in
Palmetto bugs.
That makes sense.
Or a crackhead. Like I've always said that
Meth.
like
Meth.
I am.
Those
Some
are
of my
kind of like
friends,
ghosts.
my friends and I, we had this great idea for a TV show. This was like before all of the ghost hunting shows were really taking off.
Okay.
But the idea of the show was we were all pretty skeptical, but we have friends who are like diehard believers
Yeah.
that we just want to really mess with. And so we were like, let's find a place that's supposed to be haunted, and then we'll all go there and really try to see if it's haunted. But really the goal is to scare the absolute shit out of this other person. And like I always said like, okay, before we go into this, like the first place we wanted to do was, you remember was it Sunnyland Hospital?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here in
Yes.
Florida, supposedly super haunted. And so we were like, yeah, let's see if we can get permission to go there. And I was like, all right, well, we have to hire like police officers and stuff too. And they were like, why? I said, to walk through the building before we go in. And they're like, oh, so you think there's ghosts?
ghosts
I'm like, no,
don't like police officers.
a meth head
Yes.
shivving me with a broken bottle is what I'm afraid of.
Well, we did the tours in Savannah, and Kevin is convinced. He took all of his like ghost hunting equipment, and he has a picture in a mirror of everybody who was there on the tour. And there's a woman standing behind me, and there was nobody behind us on the tour.
That's got to be ghosts. then.
So in the picture, he's convinced, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it could be a shadow. I don't know.
I read it in the paper, Charlie. It disturbs me that you call the World Weekly News the paper.
I want there to be
Whereabouts are
ghosts.
unknown.
I am not superstitious at all. I went and saw Robert the Doll in the Keys.
Oh yeah,
And do you guys know? Do you know what Robert the Doll is?
Yeah, yeah,
I know of it.
Jason,
yeah.
you know Robert the Doll?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you guys all know Robert the Doll? Oh, okay.
There's
Robert
this-
the Doll is a creepy doll. It's in a museum.
He's
He's
a
not even that-
sailor.
He's not even that creepy.
It's creepy as
Oh
fuck.
no, he's
It's
creepy.
as fuck.
He is creepy. He's all started
I think
to
the
rot
one
and
in
everything.
Vegas is more creepy.
But the idea is they tell you don't take pictures of Robert the Doll. And
Oh,
when
without
you're,
his permission, though, right?
Yeah, without his permission. And in the exhibit, there are letters that people have physically mailed to the museum because the only way to lift the curse is to apologize. So people have like had bad luck after they do that. I took so many fucking pictures of that doll. And I didn't ask permission. I filmed him. I was doing the whole.
And you don't think you haven't had bad luck?
No, I've been doing the whole. I was doing the whole. Yeah, give me more.
Oh, you were doing the
more.
Austin Powers?
Yeah, no, I was doing the Ghostbusters too.
Oh,
As
you
soon as I
don't-
walked away, I said, "I've worked with better,
But not many.
Yeah, maybe he just thought you were fun. He's like, oh, it's just a shot.
All right, I'm not gonna kill that guy."
That's Todd. He's got enough bad luck in his life coming.
I did date it coming. I did date a girl who, and I think this had a lot to do with it. She was Asian, and she lived in China. They're very superstitious, and she lived in China in the early part of her life, and a lot of that stuck with her. Like Ed, you said you wouldn't walk like a black cat crossing your path.
I would notice it if it was in front of me. Yeah.
But you wouldn't alter
you
your
sidestep
direction,
it?
right?
No.
Because you're a human being. And
This
you don't wanna kill
girl would physically walk 2 blocks out of her way to go around to avoid the cat from crossing her path.
How many times
No.
did you put a black cat in her way?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
But
She doesn't know they broke up. Todd just put a black cat by the door.
oh no, she's
doesn't
dead.
know.
She's dead now. But anyway, no, it wasn't a black cat that did it. So Ed, you feeling sleepy?
Nah, my grandpa leg is hurting.
No, Ed's gonna.
That's what
sit
he
down.
calls his penis.
It's his third
That's
leg.
what I call his penis too.
So let's stick with this paranormal talk because now that all right, there you go, Ed. Just bend it.
I'm trying to do it.
Take your time and do it slowly so we can all listen to that sound. Now you got to turn it up because you got to talk into the. No,
I'm fine.
No, you got to talk into the underside.
All right.
Oh my goodness, Peepaw.
Yeah, it's Grandpa.
You kids get off my lawn.
So on the paranormal. Sorry.
I'm going to see Ghostbusters tomorrow for the 40th anniversary.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm excited.
40?
Ed, since you believe in ghosts, have you ever seen a ghost?
I don't know. I think maybe.
You don't know? I feel like I would know if I saw a ghost.
I saw something in the corner of my eye, and
Right.
It happens a lot.
But
That's
it
a
might just
floater,
be
Ed,
like
that's a floater.
yeah, it might be anything. It could have been, But
So
at
you
the
go with
time-
ghost?
No, at the time I was thinking about ghosts, so I think that might have
had something to do with it?
Yeah,
All right. So what was the situation?
I don't even remember really. It was like middle of the night type stuff, getting up to pee, seeing like a shadow in the peripheral vision.
Yeah, you're probably just someone who's robbing your house.
Yeah.
You've got one of those people living in your attic. James, have you seen a ghost?
I feel like there's different levels of that. Like as far as like
You're both out of your mind.
a free floating apparition, no. But like I get sleep paralysis to where
Right.
I feel like I can't move or whatever, and I feel like I've seen or felt a presence in that state.
Kinky.
But my house is very old. I have a 1934 like Florida home, and there's a certain spot in my house where you can't hang anything on the walls because it will inevitably fall out, whether you have
Right.
it in a stud or not. I've hung picture frames, a dish rack for pots and pans, my entire flat screen TV that was hung in brick over my
Right.
fireplace.
Ghosts don't like flat screens.
It was professionally installed, and I came home and it was smashed on the floor.
Right.
So there's something in my house. I don't know what it is, but it does not like being drilled.
Here's okay.
She's also come
other
home
than-
and found
other
me
than you?
smashed on our floor,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was St. Patrick's Day.
and I like being drilled.
High five.
Well, hold on. Jason, have you ever seen a ghost?
I've never seen a ghost, but I've played with a Ouija board and
Ouija.
whatever, and I don't know how we were all moving it around, but we were having conversations. It was a lot of fun. Don't think it was ghosts. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was also 12.
Was it Fireball? Oh, so you were 12. Okay.
Yeah. So of course Fireball.
I feel terrible about a Ouija board. Ouija
Ouija.
Ouija.
board.
The Ouija board.
We
if you
were-
don't pronounce it right, you have bad luck.
I don't really believe in those, but I also feel like don't fuck with it. Like I
You
don't
don't
want,
think that Milton
Yeah.
Bradley found the secret to communicating with the other side?
I don't like T-shirts with it on it. I don't like blankets with it on it. Girls who are like all goth and wear that stuff. I just think just don't fuck with that.
There's an odd
We were
shirt
playing with it
Ouija board
in college, and
there?
I made this girl cry and run away, and
terribly awful.
like
What'd you
she
do?
thought that there was this demon after
That's
her, and yeah, it was pretty bad.
What did you just tell us the story, Ed?
I mean, there's not much to it. It was a bunch of us messing around the Ouija board, and someone goes, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Guido," and it was like, "Guido, where are you?" And he's like, he points to the moon. They're like, "Oh, the moon means he's in hell." And it's like, "Why are you here?" And he pointed out Ashley, and this girl Ashley, like, she freaked out. She ran away from the board. She's like, "Ah!" And then she locked herself in the dorm bathroom, and nobody could get her out. Yeah, and she was all freaking out and everything, and it was all because of me.
Yeah, it's a good
moving
story.
around the planchette. The planchette.
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 I have never seen a ghost, but I did see The Exorcist 3. And there is a scene in The
Yeah.
Exorcist 3 that involves a hallway, and that's all I'll say. When I was a child, so I saw the original Exorcist movie when I was very young.
Yeah, you were 8
I
or
literally-
something.
No, I
Arguably
was
too young.
I was
just saw it like
under,
2 years ago.
Under
and it still
5,
freaked me
Okay.
out.
and because it came on HBO,
Of course it did.
and my dad let me watch it.
Of course he did.
But it became like a love thing. I loved the Exorcist movie. Exorcist 2, garbage. Exorcist 3, my dad picked me up from school an hour early to go see the Exorcist 3, and this was back in the days when movie theaters were like wooden seats.
Back in my day.
There was no stadium seating back then.
yeah.
And I was sitting with my feet, and I don't really have I don't get jump scared. Like I don't have that. I never really get that reaction. You know the scene I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had my feet on the chair in front of me, and when the scare happens, I had a heat flash. Like it was the first adrenaline flash I ever had from getting scared from something. My legs stiffened and the seat in front of me just went and cracked open.
Oh.
And
Wow.
when I was at my dad's house that night, he fell asleep on the couch. We were watching TV and I was laying in this little chair. And I was like, oh, I gotta pee. And I looked down this long hallway.
Yes.
And I went, I am gonna piss myself before I walk down that hallway.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Looking down the hallway while you're walking. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking that about that movie. I couldn't get that scene out of my head, and that's actually something that my personal assistant and I really kind of connected with.
His wife.
We don't use that word. We connected with on a very one of our early business meetings. Where we talked about that movie because she's not a horror film person, but that movie scared the shit out of her.
I didn't see it until just a couple years ago when I was getting ready to interview Linda Blair.
The original?
The original. I was interviewing Linda Blair at Spooky Empire, so obviously I had to see the movie. And I didn't stay away from it for any reason in particular. It just never really interested me. But the scene of Reagan in the bed when her head turns unnaturally, that always irked me. So I was
Right.
like, I don't want to see that. And the movie itself really didn't scare me. But I saw it with Brooke, and you know where they live, like out in the boonies, right?
Yeah.
So when I was driving home, like in my back seat, I felt like there was something watching me because we're in that dark roads, driving down the dark country area, and I just felt like I wasn't alone. It was really, really eerie.
Imagination.
My other thing with ghosts is
Which is good.
more human beings have died than are currently alive right
Wait.
now.
Well, I don't think everybody becomes a ghost. I
Okay.
think a ghost has something to
But
do with.
All
Even
ghosts
say-
are from the 20s.
Yeah, even say 1% becomes a ghost.
Yeah.
We would be walking into ghosts constantly down here. Like you
Well, if you can
How do you
see
know you're
them,
not?
maybe you don't have the sensitivity. Maybe you ain't got the shit in.
the shin. You got the shin, boy.
Maybe it's
Don't
like
you be shining?
Beetlejuice.
You want to get a sued?
It's like Beetlejuice, where only the ghosts that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
have unfinished business.
Exactly, but
the Frighteners is the
I feel
same
like
way.
everyone has unfinished. I don't think anyone is on their deathbed going, well, did it all.
okay, so maybe none of the ghosts have unfinished business with you. So
Right.
maybe they are only involved with the people
I
they
have
have
killed-
unfinished business with.
Let me tell you this. So my dad died a year ago, and when
Well, he was done with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's part of the story. So my dad died in the hospital, and my brother and I were there in the hospital. We see his body, which is weird.
Yeah.
First of all, like looking at someone because even when you're asleep, like your face has a certain shape,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
when that life leaves, it's like
Yeah,
different.
there's a whole different. Yeah.
So we left the hospital and we were like, all right, we got to start clearing out his stuff from his home. And his neighbor comes up and she had like a voice box thing, like she had throat cancer. So she came out to the car because we texted her and said, yeah, he died. And she comes out to the car and she's like, I was talking. I was in my. I'll just speak not like her. She's like, I was in my. What time did he die? That's the first thing she said. We were like, oh, it was like right around 3. I was in my kitchen at 3, and I heard this voice behind me say, hello? And I knew it was your father. And my brother and I were like, oh, yeah, okay. And then we get upstairs and we're like, well, fuck you, Dad. You're going to say hi to the neighbor, but the two of us are in the hospital. You couldn't even, Hey, what's up?
Well, there's a lot of instances of people thinking, or feeling like something is happening or wrong, especially like moms and kids. Like if their kids in an accident somewhere, they feel like something's wrong, or the hairs on their arms stand up. There's like some kind of invisible connection. Twins get that a lot too.
That's why I keep crystals in my butt, so that no one can psychic attack me.
Do you know what crystals tell me to do?
Have diarrhea?
Buy more crystals.
Oh.
That's a Beetlejuice joke.
Yeah, when I was I don't know, having lunch. It was, years ago, I was teaching at another high school, and all of a sudden I felt a hand on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I turned to the guy that I was eating with. I was like, who was that? Who was just in here? And he goes, it's just been me and you, dude. And I was like, okay, that's weird, because I totally felt a hand on my shoulder. Yeah. And then I get back to my room, and there's a phone call from my parents that were up in New York at the time.
Right.
And they were like, yeah, your grandmother just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
stuff like that.
I was like, wow.
And that's what she did. She wanted to come and touch you one last time.
Yeah,
wanted to
just
check
put
in
her
at
hand on
lunch.
my shoulder. It was like, it's going to be all right, buddy.
That's weird because I was at a doctor's office and I swear I was alone in the room, and then I felt a hand on my shoulder.
That was me.
And then I felt a hand on my other shoulder.
And then you felt something else,
Yeah.
and you're like,
And then-
that's not a
Prostate
hand.
And
being
then they
checked.
took my temperature, not orally.
Yeah. What about you, Jason? Any weird experiences?
I have one that I can explain, but it scared the shit out of me. So I was, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. You know when you go to the festival, or not a festival, like those giant stuffed animals that you have to win in one of those games of chance that nobody ever
Carnival,
wins?
county fair.
Carnival county thing, yeah. So there was this giant polar bear, which had to be about 3 feet tall, really big, stuffed. And I won it.
Right.
Fast forward, I'm going into my room to do homework. My dad has been hiding behind the bear for at least 20 minutes. And he picks it up in the air. I don't see his legs or anything.
Yeah.
I swear that bear was haunted and coming after me. And I was extremely scared. I think that's why I don't believe in ghosts or shit anymore, because I've never been more scared than that. And then I was like, oh, it's just my dad. I was so angry at him, I slapped him. And he slapped me back. But
I did hear a conversation, and they were talking about, ghosts of your loved ones, like if they're just around you, and the one guy said, so like if I'm masturbating, my whole family is dead
totally
fam-"
watching.
and the other guy goes, yeah, but I kind of rely on that. Like I need an audience.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, there's a movie called, was it like the Honeymoon? Haunted Honeymoon, that's what it is.
Oh, Haunted
Yeah, yeah.
Honeymoon.
And there is actually a scene where the woman's taking a shower, and Liam Neeson is the ghost, isn't he? And he's in the shower with her, just like watching her, because he's a ghost, and she's just taking a shower, and he's just like,
Yeah. What about all those
like
pervert
1800s.
ghosts?
Yeah.
there are a lot of pervert
mean-
ghosts.
I do have like a thing that I've always done is when you drive by a graveyard, you hold your breath. That's because when my brother and I were little, we were like, hey, you have to hold your breath, otherwise a ghost is going to put their dick in your mouth. And so even still, to this day, when I drive by a graveyard, I go,
Is that before or after?
The same thing was, did you see the Robert Downey Jr. movie, the Heart and Souls?
oh, yeah,
Where
yeah,
the spirits are connected to him, and so like whenever he was growing up and he would masturbate, they would like turn and like not watch him. I don't know.
I feel like if I would have been dead for 100 years, watching relatives masturbate wouldn't do anything for me anymore.
Well, not relatives, no. But like,
but if that's where you
It
have to be
depends on
around.
how long you've been dead. If you've only been dead for like a week or something, it's shocking. If you've been dead for like 30 years, it's like, he's masturbating again.
nice technique.
It is Todd. There he is.
Why would it matter to us? We're not physical beings.
No, yeah, I would like be traveling and going to places and walking through walls and in like locker rooms at
or
football
standing
games.
by the graveyard waiting for cars to drive by with people yawning.
People to yawn.
Well, I don't have a dick, so.
People yawning.
Yeah.
As all ghosts have dicks. All ghosts have
Oh,
dicks.
cool. All right. I have
you-
that to look forward to.
I do think that if I were a ghost, I would try my hardest to haunt people, but in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like I would do the thing like I would pour water on the kid's bed so that the parents think that he's constantly wetting himself,
Yeah, that's real funny. Put the kid in therapy for years.
It is to me. I'm dead.
Hide the remote controls.
The kid's
Yeah.
gone
Yeah.
for a week to a sleepaway camp or whatever. The ghosts forgot. They're still wetting the bed. The parents are freaked out.
Or like get pets, like your dog just sitting there, sweet and innocent, and you stick your finger in their butt and make them like run across the room.
All right, now you're abusing animals. I can't get behind that.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
No, that's
Not when you're alive, only when you're a ghost.
Okay.
But
Did I ever-
I mean, and dogs like zoom across. Cats do it too. They just randomly jump up and zoom across the room.
I had one of my old cats. We were in the vet, and this cat was ancient. This was like a skin and bones cat, and we go in, and the vet goes to take her temperature, and this is when like humor and timing don't mesh well. But she goes to stick the thermometer in the cat's butt, and the vet tech goes, "Oh, she's got a tight butt," and I went, "Yeah."
Was it hard finding a new vet?
Yeah.
Well, you think that cat's butt is tight? You should try
Luckily,
mine.
like the main vet actually has like been to some of our shows in the past and stuff. Yeah, I was actually out there recently, and he came in the room because I haven't seen him in forever, just because his practice has grown so much.
And he's been avoiding you?
That's the guy that knows his cat's butt tightness.
Yeah.
All right,
see that guy.
we should start wrapping things up because we have to get ready. Where people are starting to come in. Ed, what did you learn tonight?
Well, I learned a lot about a lot of things, notably about, cats' buttholes and how
Okay.
tight they can be. But no, what people thought about the afterlife and what happens after we die, it's always interesting, fascinating, and I love to hear about it. And I learned that a lot more of us believe in ghosts than I think.
Yeah, 50%. James, what did you learn tonight?
I learned there are several ways I'm gonna fuck with you when I die.
Yeah, well, you're definitely dying first.
I mean, I'm gonna fuck with you when I'm living too, but in death it'll be so much better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Jason, what did you learn today?
I learned there's a promising veterinarian that decided not to go into the business because of you when they were a young vet tech.
And I've learned something tonight too. I've learned that you guys didn't know this You guys didn't know this before, but basically, anytime you drive by a graveyard, you guys were getting ghost sticks in your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What about riding a bike?
Wait a minute, if there's ghost dicks, is there ghost jism?
Yeah, no,
Ectoplasm!
ectoplasm.
Stop!
Ectogism.
All right, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 9 p.m. Visit www.mamascomedyshow.com to book. Oh, right now we just started the 8 weeks of summer, and
Summer of laughs. Summer of laughs.
they don't know that song yet. But the Summer of Laughs 8 week long. We have a lot of big shows planned. The 5th of July show is happening. That's going to be a big one. Also, the end of this month we have Kenny's birthday show, and then right before that, I think it's the 21st, is Midsummer.
Oh, I'll have to get my flower crown ready.
I already did a picture because that cast is me, Jason, Andrew, and Melanie. And so I have that photo of Melanie with the flower crown. Ed, have you
Very
seen?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
That's exactly what we're doing. Midsummer, you're right. But we have prizes giving away. So each show, like tonight, we're giving away a $20 gift card to 1010 Brewing.
Nice.
To the B-side.
We're also giving away some free Mama's Comedy Show
Nice.
tickets.
Free mamas.
And in the coming weeks, so we're
Coming
giving
weeks?
Yes, we are giving away
Ectogism.
more free show tickets. Every show we're going to give away a discount or a $20 gift card to 1010.
Probably have
Crazy.
some
Why don't you just
t-shirts
give
we can give
everything
away.
We also have some T-shirts.
Yeah.
We have some coffee mugs. We have some thermoses. We've got
I-
some
Summer blowout.
socks, doggy clothes.
I'm going to add to that. I will give you 2 tickets to give away for the next Corsets and Cuties All-Star Show happening right here at the B-side on June 29th.
All right, do you have those with you?
I can get email them to you.
Okay, all
And
right.
I will add to that.
Okay.
I will add 2 free hug coupons.
No.
The 29th, I'm coming.
Yeah, you can't hug at the All-Star Show.
Yeah.
2 free hugs.
All right, so Jason, where can people find you?
People can find me at Acting Jason on Instagram, Facebook, other social media places.
Okay,
Don't
James.
kick me.
Where can people find you?
You can find me online, Facebook, website, Twitter, Instagram at corsetsandcuties.com.
Ed, where can people find you?
At your local park in a white van that says free hugs. It's got no windows. Just come on in.
Ectogism.
I got candy and popsicles.
Again.
You can find my books on Amazon. Just search for Todd Farron on Amazon. Nightmare of Neverland is actually selling a bunch right now.
Such a good book.
So yeah, check out Nightmare of Neverland. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.com.
Summer is here, everybody can cheer. Mama and the cousins are having some beer. We got big shows coming all summer long. Mama's Comedy Summers, you just can't go wrong. Summer of laughs, you can win prizes with your photographs. It's 8 weeks of fun and prizes galore. You can all win free tickets and more. Each week's prizes just grow and they grow. Your chances improve with every show. Summer is now, everybody say wow. So you can win prizes and we'll tell you how. Every week we've got fun things and more. Mama's Comedy Summers, there's so much in store. Summer of laughs, you can win prizes with your photographs. It's 8 weeks of fun and prizes galore. You